Hey everyone. So let us now take a look at question number 55 of set B of JEE Main 2018. The question is, let u vector be a vector coplanar with the vectors a vector is equal to 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap and b vector is equal to j cap plus k cap. Well, if u vector is perpendicular to a vector and u dot b is equal to 24, then we have to find the square of the magnitude of u vector. Well, the options are given to us. Now let's take a look at the solution. Now for the solution, let us first assume that our u vector is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus z k cap. Now, since we have assumed our u vector as this and it is already given that u vector is perpendicular to a vector, so we can say that u vector dot a vector is equal to 0. You know the drill, you have to take the dot of u vector and a vector, the dot product basically, and upon taking that you are going to get it as 2x plus 3y minus z is equal to 0. Also, we have been given that u vector dot b vector is equal to 24. So now again the dot product of u vector and b vector, it's going to give us y plus z is equal to 24. But we have three variables and for those three variables we only have two equations. So this means that there is again one more information in the question and which you can see is right here. Well, u vector is a vector coplanar with the vectors a and b. That means it is lying in the same plane that of a and b. So since u vector is coplanar with a vector and b vector, that is, it is lying in the same plane as that of a vector and b vector, therefore it will be perpendicular to a vector cross b vector. And why will that be? Well, we know that a vector cross b vector is a vector perpendicular to the plane of a vector and b vector. That means since u is also in the same plane of a and b, that is why u vector will also be perpendicular to a vector cross b vector. And so we now have to find out the cross product of a cross b. So a and b, the cross product of a cross b, when you will do it, it will come out to be 4i cap minus 2j cap plus 2k cap. And since u vector is perpendicular to a cross b, so u dot a vector cross b vector is equal to 0, which will give you 4x minus 2y plus 2z is equal to 0. So over here you can see that this is your equation 1, this is your equation 2, and this is your equation 3. So since we have three equations and three unknowns, all we have to do is find out the values of x, y and z. So what I am going to do, I am going to, well, multiply, so add 3 and 2 times 1. That means 2 times equation 1. So that will give you 4x minus 2y plus 2z plus 2 times 2x is 4x, then 2 times 3y is plus 6y and minus 2z is equal to 0. So 2z and 2z will cancel, we'll have 8x plus 4y equal to 0, which implies that y is equal to minus 2x, right? So we have the value of y as minus 2x. Now what we are going to do, we are going to put this minus 2x in this equation. So when you will do that by putting this in over here, you are going to get 4x minus 2 times minus 2x plus 2z is equal to 0. So this will make it 8x is equal to minus 2z or z is equal to minus 4x. So now we have y and z in terms of x and we already have an equation explicitly in terms of y and z. So in this equation we are going to substitute the value in terms of x. So in 2 you can now write it as minus 2x in place of y minus 2x minus in place of, or plus basically, but z is minus 4x, so minus 4x equals 24. This implies that the value of x that you're going to get is 24 upon 6, that is 24 upon minus 6, that is minus 4. So x is equal to minus 4, which implies that y is equal to minus 2 times minus 4, which is 8. And this also implies that z is equal to minus 4 times minus 4, which is 16. So now we have to find, well, our u vector is now actually equal to minus 4 I cap plus 8 j cap plus 16 k cap. And u vector square is equal to minus 4 square plus 8 square plus 16 square. Simplify it, it will become 16 plus 64 plus 256, which is equal to 336. And that is why the answer that we are looking for is option number 3. So you can see, guys, well, the question was pretty simple enough. There was just one hidden information in the question, and except for that, it was pretty much direct. So I hope you guys have got the correct answer. Good luck.
Explore more about the topics you love with Toppr. Subscribe now and keep learning.